I just realized it's not easy anyway. Even after you pass the NCLEX exam, it's still difficult to actually Hi everyone, it's Danica and welcome back to my channel. For those who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Danica. I'm a registered nurse in the Philippines, here in the UK and in the US as well. If you're new here to this channel, I encourage you to click on the subscribe button below and also the bell button beside it so that you will be notified every time that we have an update. So for today's video, it's just gonna be a life update, basically what's happening and stuff, what am I looking forward to and things like that. And also one of the things that maybe you're asking is about my US application. Yes, I've just passed my NCLEX exam last year. Before we go there, actually, I just wanna share with you that for the longest time that I've been here in the UK, I'm going 5 years now, I've never really been out of the country for one reason, really. Aside from the pandemic, I want to use that as an excuse, but not really. So it's really about the Schengen visa. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but if you wanted to go to Europe, you need to get a Schengen visa. Because I'm in Cornwall, one of the biggest obstacles for me is going to London, going to the embassy. You need to pay for your train, you need to pay for the travel and all that stuff. The requirements, I'd say, it's straightforward. It's not something that is really difficult to obtain and such things, but yes. Anyway, so for my upcoming birthday, yes, on September, me and my sister are going to Europe. So we're going to Paris. So Paris is not really something that it's not really my dream country. If I'm gonna go to Europe, I'll probably go to Italy and also to Switzerland. So those are my two top countries really to visit, but unfortunately I'm not going there. So we chose Paris just because my sister is coming from the US. So she said like the shortest flight from there going here from where she is in the US is through Paris, so that's why we're going there. But anyway, it's nice to see Paris anyway, to check what everyone is talking about. And then we're gonna go to Greece as well to visit my friend. I'd like Greece as well, you know. I think in the Philippines we only know about, when we say Greece, it's Santorini, but actually there's lots of islands apparently. But yeah, so those are the two countries that we'll be visiting. I just want to share my experience with you because these are all like the requirements. I mean, I've made 2 copies each. It's really difficult to get an appointment for London for the French visa. I've been struggling with it for like the past 2 months because the appointments are always fully booked. So they only have certain time when they release the appointments. So I keep checking each time, refreshing and stuff. So I managed to book one on the week of my annual leave. At 8 a.m. in the morning it was released. So yes, it is a bit of a struggle if you guys are already planning to get your Schengen visa through the French embassy. I think there are easier embassies to get an appointment. For example, Greece, it would really be easy because I tried before. I just didn't manage to continue my application last year. But yeah, anyway, I'm talking too much online. But yeah, at the moment the Schengen visa is 90 euros. They've increased the price just this year, so yeah, I'm very lucky. But anyway, these are my requirements and I am very happy that for once I'm gonna go out of the UK. And also, I just didn't want to make a proper vlog about it yet because I haven't been approved yet of my visa, but I will surely make one once I've actually, you know, gone through all the process and maybe share some tips about it as well. Okay, so much of that. Also, just for a weather update, I don't think we'll have like a really hot summer here in the UK this year. So I've just realized my stories before in Facebook, around May last year it was really hot, but now I don't think we're gonna have that. So I'm a bit sad, but anyway. And yes, of course guys, I'll update you about my ILR as well. So I actually qualified for 5 years at the end of August, but because we're going in September and you can't really leave the country once you apply for ILR, I'm gonna do it after we go to Europe, which is the end of September, which is not too bad. So yes, that's my life updates, and of course I'll walk you through it anyway. And if you haven't watched my vlog about the Life in the UK test, then please do. It's one of the requirements if you're applying for a permanent settlement here or a citizenship as well. The most awaited part is the US application. So I just realized it's not easy anyway. Even after you pass the NCLEX exam, it's still difficult to actually have an agency or to apply, because it will still take at least a year, as according to my sources. And so I just did try to apply like few agencies, but I got rejected. So yes. Anyway, seriously, I got rejected because of one thing, and that's because of my current experience, which is outpatients ophthalmology. And you're gonna apply to the US, so they want an experience from the ward, from ED, from intensive care. Basically an inpatient experience is what they're looking for. And not just only that, not just past experience, but current experience. So meaning you should be really actually working on an inpatient setting, because for some reasons they don't actually consider outpatient, any outpatient, not just eye unit, maybe, I don't know, endoscopy or dermatology. It's not very in demand at the moment, so that's what they're looking for. So I applied in 2 or 3 agencies and I got rejected because of that. But otherwise, like, you know, the years of experience are fine, and things like that, because the basic requirements is that years of experience, and then your valid nursing license in the Philippines, because we're still Filipinos. Even though I'm working here in the UK, they don't need that. They want the license from the Philippines, and yeah, the inpatient experience basically. So this is just one advice to those who are actually pursuing for the US. It's probably good that you're actually building it now. If you're in an outpatient setting like me, you might want to rethink about it and, you know, start to transfer to other department that would give you an experience, not necessarily because you want to, but because you need to if you really want to go to the US. So I didn't really thought about it. I thought it's just gonna be fine, but even though it's an outpatient in a big hospital, basically it's still considered outpatient. So they're not really looking for that at the moment. Especially, I believe there's lots of nurses that are applying with a great experience of ED or the wards, right? So how can you compete with that? So you really need to transfer. I really need to transfer if I really wanted to. So yeah, so I cannot really give you an update yet, and I'm still, you know, thinking about it myself, like what future do I want and what do I actually want. I don't know, it's really difficult. But yes, so that's my biggest tip to everyone who wants to have that American dream. No problem for those who's already in the wards, but it is one of the things that I wasn't actually prepared, because I didn't thought about it, that my current experience is not actually what they're looking for. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. So that's my life update at the moment. That's what's happening in my life right now. And yes, I hope you guys enjoy. This is just a bit of a chit chat, you know, catch up with you guys. So yes, thank you for staying, and I'll see you again in the next